Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy Friday, or as we like to say here, happy Friday. Yay! This is USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, the president, founder, and chief listening officer here at our network, where we celebrate and honor elevated listening. Our show today is the power of etiquette and manners, and our topic is etiquette coaching, building confidence, and changing lives. I absolutely love doing this show because of the star of our show and the people that he brings to our platform. His name is Philip Sykes, and he's the founder and principal of the British School of Excellence. This is an organization you need to look into. They are changing people's lives across the world. Etiquette and manners is not about how to hold a teacup. It is not just about opening a door. It is about so much more. It is about emotional intelligence. It is integrity, respect, how we show up and treat other people. We have a full back house green room waiting for us today for the show. So let's get started. Let's welcome Mr. Philip Sykes.
Lovely as always to be here, ready to rock and roll, and hugely excited about. Well, the first Friday of the month of December. We're now literally, definitely on the way to the end of the year, and for those people out there who look forward to Christmas and the festivities and the celebration that is knocking on our door right where we are right now. So for those of you out there, watch this space for a few tools and tips on Christmas etiquette and engaging with friends and family, presents, gift giving etiquette and that sort of thing. We're going to be posting a few of those on our social media platforms. But as always, Dr. JACALYN, a true joy, and I'm hugely excited to introduce not some incredible people. I just truly feel humbled. I feel blessed to connect and engage with the quality and caliber of people that happen to walk through the door of the British School of Excellence. And that's something I always say: when the door opens, when you join our organization, it stays firmly open for you at any stage of your life. So we are so excited to bring people from the green room into the studio shortly. But here at our organization, as Dr. JACALYN says, there is so much more to than just holding a door for someone or holding a teacup. It is about our etiquette, our manners, our emotional intelligence. What can we do for other people? How are we serving other people? How are we showing up every single day? Are we building consistency into our lives? And are we making ourselves rememberable? Are we our own brand? Do we walk the walk and do we talk the talk? This is what this is all about. It's about developing and building people, giving them that confidence. Not only that, but also now is the most integral time in our lives in the world, where the world is situated. In 2022, never more now than ever before, do we need these incredible people skills? Do we need to go back to being really connected with one another and building our relationships, looking after one another, serving one another? It is a part of our lives that we need to take very, very seriously. And by doing that, we are preparing for the future. In the fourth industrial revolution, more so now than ever before, as I said, we need this human connection. We need communication. We need emotional intelligence. We need a growth mindset. We need to absolutely accept and understand the importance of change. We need to understand cultural diversity. We need to understand how important leadership is and building a beautiful growth mindset. And back to you in the studio, Dr. JACALYN.
Thank you so much. All brilliant points. And I just want to share with our audience that we had an event here not that long ago. It was a huge success. And I just want to encourage people to go over to the British School of Excellence YouTube channel, go over to USA Global TV, our YouTube channel, and take a look at this event. Philip, what can you tell us about what was talked about here?
Well, I use that word humble. I don't use it sort of flippantly. Again, we on our journey, we talk about gratitude, and every day I just feel so grateful just for what we're able to do every single day of our lives. But this was a show that you very kindly helped produce for us, our presentation, and Leanne behind the scenes invited past trainer students, or put it out on the platform, and they jumped at the invitation to come on live while we had the show about 10 days ago. And they were able to speak from their hearts on their experience and their journey through the British School of Excellence without any priming. And I was taken aback. I think at one stage there was even my eyes were welling up with pride, but also just feeling incredibly exhilarated by what was being shared and said. And I just pray and hope many people get their hands on watching that to see where they can change their lives and make a difference in this world.
Absolutely. It was an excellent event. Please, again, go over to either of our YouTube channels and check it out. Philip, I have to share with you, and I said this before, that it amazes me that you have people from all over the world, across all different industries. When I heard the backgrounds of the people backstage, it's amazing. And at the core, they're all interested in etiquette matters, emotional intelligence, and respect. And to me, that makes my heart sing when I think about a world where we embrace supporting each other and treating each other with kindness and with love and compassion. So well done to you, and congratulations to everyone backstage. So let's get started. Who should we bring out first?
Well, I think let's go for, should we go all the way down to the coast of Africa? A beautiful island. If anyone's never been there, it's Mauritius, Maurice in Francais. A phenomenal gentleman with a civil engineering and journalism background of 20 years. He's got his own organization. He is a consultant to many big organizations, and he helps people build their bottom line and build their people. This is Javed Boda, all the way from Mauritius. I'd like to welcome him into the studio.
Welcome.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, so nice to have you here with us today.
Thank you. Shared pleasure.
So what was the motivation to seek out the British School of Excellence, and what have you taken away from your experience so far?
Well, for the last few days, it's been extraordinary. I mean, from where I come, we help companies, we empower companies and give them tools to let go of their old habits and better position themselves on the market. And so far, from what we've heard and what we've learned from the British School of Excellence, has been a real life changer. I mean, in terms of various etiquettes, in terms of little things that we tend to ignore, but which are so critical and that can help businesses, especially businessmen, make or break a deal. So I think whatever we've learned, that will help me go back to my clients back in Mauritius and a few other countries and help them equip all these business owners and professionals to be more confident in whatever they're doing, and obviously help them in their businesses.
Thanks so much for sharing that. I just have a follow-up question for you. Obviously, you're won awards, you're very accomplished, you have a lot of experience. You said to yourself, I need more training. What happened?
Well, honestly, when I joined the training, I thought, okay, it would be another training and it will help. But then obviously, training never stops. And it's only when I started engaging, and after day one, that I said, after listening to Philip and listening to his wealth of experience that he can impart to others, and then you say to yourself, okay, learning never stops. And it was an honor to pursue my learning with Philip.
I love that. Lifelong learning. Thank you so much for sharing that. Philip?
Pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely, Javed. Thank you. And this is what this is all about. We are all on a journey in life. We have a duty and a responsibility to keep learning, keep growing, because what good is the knowledge within Javed's brain and my brain and your experience and your brain and all that, and we depart this world a little bit prematurely. It just goes with us, and we don't have an opportunity to share what we can with other people. And I think anyone out there who's so conscious, it's my material, I'm holding on to it, I'm not going to share. Within reason, obviously there's intellectual property. I understand that through most organizations, but as an organization, I really want people to take the material and run with it, make it their own. And this is the beautiful thing about someone like Javed, is that he has got this amazing experience, yet he sees such deep value in what we offer and how he can now implement that and make it his own and share it with the organizations and people that he is obviously working with now, and he can develop to work with other organizations. So I applaud you, Javed. Also, this is another thing that people don't understand is the students that come through the door, they're not just obviously paying to come on a program, but they're giving up 5 full days. 5 full days. We're talking 6-7 hour days. Boom, 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 boom. Children, relationships, jobs, businesses. So this is a huge commitment, and it just goes to show when you make commitments in life and you put yourself out there, that's when things start to change. That's when we make changes in our lives.
So well said. And again, as I said in the beginning, I love the fact that it's a global community that you have created, and everyone can reach out to the other alumni and collaborate, share stories, and share ideas.
And again, promote one another. I want to see every single person that walks through the door. If someone says, I'm opening an organization on your front door, bring it on, baby. Come, how can I help you? Let's bring it on. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it together. We can help you. We can steer you. We can guide you. And everyone has their own rhythm and drum beat. This is what this is all about. It really and truly is.
Absolutely. And we're certainly happy to support each and every person here with additional interviews to help get the messaging out about the work that they're doing.
Absolutely.
All right. Where should we go next?
All right. So, Javed, just before you leave the studio, just share everyone, just spell out your contact details, because on the radio, people won't be able to see you live. So just share your email address and how people may reach out to you.
Okay, I can be reached on email. That's the easiest for me. It's Javed, like John, JAVED at the Cerebro, CEREBRO.net. Cerebro. I mean, if people have been watching the X-Men, this is where it comes from. So Javed at thecerebro.net.
And even if you don't want to connect with Javed on a business front, you're going to Mauritius. Trust me.
I'd love to welcome you around, and I'll be your guide. My promise.
Yeah, beautiful.
Business and social.
Wonderful. Love it.
And Javed, please stay backstage. We'll bring you back. Hopefully we'll have time for the whole group to have a chat.
Absolutely. That'd be amazing.
Thank you.
Right. So should we now go from that part of the coastline and come in a little bit more toward Europe? I'd love to bring ELEONORA CABRAS into the room, into the studio. A phenomenal woman who has really taken her lifelong learning and continues to continue learning, and it's just incredible at what her vision and focus is. So without further ado, let's bring ELEONORA on into the room, all the way from Sardinia.
Welcome, welcome.
You're on mute.
You have such a unique background. I can't wait for you to share it with our audience.
All right. Beautiful ELEONORA, welcome. Please unmute yourself and let's engage. Unmute. There we go. Ready
Can you hear me?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, Dr. JACALYN. Lovely to be here. Thank you for the invitation. I am very happy to do this journey with Philip, Leanne, with their extraordinary experience. I am a nutrition biologist and a scientific communicator. I work in a children's hospital, and it's very difficult in this historical moment after the pandemic. The health staff, medicals are very stressed. Families, kids, teenagers are worried, and especially teenagers and children feel not enough, are ugly, or they think to be ugly because of their illness. And when they talk each other, they don't understand each other. And every day I'm constantly in the middle of this triangle. So I decide to attend the course with Philip, with Leanne, in the British School of Excellence, because my communication is constantly on multiple levels, formal, specialized, educational. And in my experience, I realized how important is treat people with the most wonderful love, care. And it's very important to communicate effectively if you are a student or if you are in a professional career. So I would like to help people to improve their confidence, their ability to become the best versions of themselves. So I try to mix all my deep knowledge of nutrition, style, communication, and etiquette.
It's really fascinating. I've never heard of this combination of skills before. It's amazing. What is some of the feedback that you get from working with people?
Oh, feedback are so different because it depends of the level, the cultural level they come from, and the mix of these different professions are very difficult to stay together. I don't know how do you say in English. Sorry for my not perfect English, but the beautiful thing is that they accept positively everything you'll do for them. It could be only a thank you, a big smile, and I think this is the best thing in my work and in my different skills.
Beautiful, thank you. Philip?
You're welcome.
Firstly, you know, here's Eleonora speaking so eloquently, speaks 3 or 4 languages, and she's apologizing for a little. Never apologize, Eleonora. Most people who speak English battle to speak English. So just sharing your journey and story. And I think you couldn't be in a more poignant time in history as you are right now placed. And I hope you take this global and you know, you start somewhere and you start to build up, because right now, as I've shared with you on our journey, this week, that if we think that the COVID virus was a difficult time and a pandemic, we've got a bigger pandemic that we're heading for right now, and that is looking and nurturing looking after and nurturing our teenagers and our young children. We have a duty and a responsibility because there is a big disconnect, bigger than I think anyone actually understands. And you know, and not only that, and why I say this is because, just to give you an understanding, you know, in Eleonora's background, with your background, your amazing background, nutrition is, if we don't, you know, look after ourselves, we're no good to anybody. And, you know, with social media, youngsters are going down rabbit holes mentally and emotionally, physically. And this is a big issue. It's huge. And if we can bring in what we talk about on this journey through the British School of Excellence and the Train the Trainer, you combine that beautiful nutrition and biological background, the image side of things, you're only going to start weaving some phenomenal magic. And then I just applaud you for having this vision to be able to take the bull by the horns and do exactly that.
I would agree. It's definitely a holistic and unique approach. So thank you so much for being here. And we have your information up, but for people who can't read the banner and they want to contact you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, thank you. Yes, they can reach me at Ellie con la valigia, is an account Instagram, or simply on WhatsApp at 0039 339 8319969, or sending me an email at eleonora.cabras.dr@gmail.com.
And for those of you out there with the Insta, it's Ali, ALLYCONLAVALIGIA. So that's the Insta account. And, you know, Eleonora, we are so excited to see how your journey unfolds.
We'll look forward to bringing you back at the end of the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also Ahmed is backstage as well.
Oh, great. Ahmed is great. Wonderful. Now, Ahmed, just please pop your details in the chat box there and we'll get them up on a banner. Now we're going to head off to, I think let's go to North or mid-England. I'd love to bring in Olinda, who has such an amazing background in not only nursing, she's a mum and a wife, and she is a professional stylist and brings the best out in people through the importance of how do we dress, how do we sort of engage with people. And yeah, I think you know, with all her material that she's already currently got in her basket, and throwing this into the basket, it's going to overflow, and she will absolutely be able to connect on a very different yet continuing on a very dynamic level with her clients and customers. And I know one thing that she really wants to do is also give back to the country she's from by working with charities down in Africa. So this is just an amazing, amazing woman coming into the studio.
That's beautiful. Welcome, Olinda. Hi.
Unmute. Unmute yourself.
Hello, Dr. Jacqueline. How are you?
Hi, it's nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
It's great to hear from you and to see you as well.
And I love your style, your panache, your poise. How important is how we carry ourselves when we're looking to connect with other people? I think sometimes we take it for granted, the way that we actually show up. What are your thoughts about this in your experience?
Well, from my experience, I'd like to say, I know people say don't judge the book by its cover, but I totally disagree, because one thing I know for sure is if you enter a room, the first thing that people get to notice is your poise, your dressing, how you're carrying yourself. So I totally do agree that making an effort of how you look, how you present yourself, actually has a big impact on everybody. And to be quite honest, I was once offered a chair that belonged to the very VIP person, simply because I dressed and carried the part.
Olinda, what I would like you to do is share that lovely story. So Olinda, when she was studying and that sort of thing, was looking for a job. She had a job which she wasn't particularly enjoying. And so she went on looking for a new job opportunity. And I'm going to leave the story to you to take the reins on that one, Olinda.
So yeah, this was a few years back, before I even became a nurse. So I'll take it's a long story, so I'll cut it short. So I didn't have any experience. I went for a job interview, because I was fed up really, and of the other job I'd been doing. So I got in the room, I opened the door, and then as soon as I just walked in, there were 3 people sat on the panel. So as soon as I got in, I could see, the beam of the smile, even up to now. So it's been over 10 years ago, if I must be honest, but I can still, visualize it, their faces. So there was 3 people sitting on the panel, and their eyes were beaming, and their smiles were up to here, up to their chin. And I could tell that they were impressed by what they had actually, what they were seeing. So anyway, I did the interview, I asked questions, and I answered the questions. However, after the interview, they asked me, like, do you know, have you ever done this job? Because they were looking for somebody who had experience. And I said, no, I've never done this before. And they said, really? I said, no, yeah, I've never done this job before. And they were like, so why did you come for the interview? And I was like, I feel I can deliver if I get the training. And in the end, they were like, okay, we'll contact you. So we did our goodbyes, and I went. Before I even got home, I got a phone call to say, you've got the job. And I said, I don't believe this. Are you sure you phoned the right person? Or, you were meant to ring somebody else? And they were like, no, you got the job. And I couldn't believe it. I was shaking. And then the one of the guys says, do you not want to know how you got the job? And I said, I'm even afraid to ask how I got the job. And they actually explained, and they said, it's your poise, your composure, how you carrying yourself. When you entered the room, it felt like this is the lady that we want. This is the person who knows what they're going to do. Are you ready to be trained? And I said, yeah, I am ready. And then, yeah, I got the job.
What a fabulous story and example to share, that the way we show up says a lot, and people just connected with you and resonate with you right away.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's just wonderful. And you can see, you know, the expression, the passion when Olinda and all the past people who've just been on, coming on, they liked it. It's ingrained. You can see it's just bubbling, ready to rock and roll. And I just love it, Olinda. You really have got such incredible style and energy and passion. So, you know, I know for a fact that one of the reasons why you were really focusing on coming on this journey and to be on this continued learning is because your clients have connected with you. They want more from you, and now you're going to be able to offer them even more and even more and even more. So just applaud you on your journey. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
And Olinda, what's the best way for people to reach out to you, and who would you like to contact you?
Well, the best way will be on Instagram. I can answer that easily because I get customers via Instagram. So it's at Oli the Stylist. So OLYTHESTYLIST. But you can also contact me on an email. It's info@divinestyles.com. So that's INFO at divine, which is DVINESTYLES.com.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. At Oli the Stylist on Insta. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you back here a little bit later.
Thank you.
Right, now we're going to go across to Dubai, and we're going to go to an incredible lady, HEBA SHARMY, who is originally Egyptian, French, again, multicultural, multilingual, an amazing, amazing woman. Hospitality degree, worked for the Red Cross group for a long time, and worked for the royal family, the princess within the royal family, and has now decided that later on in life, she can take what she's learned thus far on her journey, bolting on further continued training and development to go out there and make a difference and a change to the people that she wants to connect with, which is going to be an array of people, but I have a very strong feeling it's going to lean into children and into teenagers.
All right, so let's welcome. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Dr. Jacqueline Phillips. How are you?
Very well.
It's nice to have you with us today. So what are your thoughts about what Philip just shared, and who it is that you think you'll be working with?
Well, he made a very nice introduction. I think children in the vast area, children and teenagers are the base of learning, and they need to all learn the traditions, the culture of their country first, what is going around them, and then start by learning other people's culture. Food is a very common way to teach people with. So it's the easiest one, but it's the hardest because some people are very shy when they go meet others over food. And knowing the basics of table manners, etiquette is very important. So I think that starting with the children and teenager would be a good base for me to start.
Lovely. I love it. I love it. And I just love the name you've come up with, Improve Me. Improve Me. How can I improve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that just fantastic?
It is. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was reading an article about a study that was just done about the brains of teenagers and how they've been impacted as a result of the pandemic. And so what I'm wondering is, in working with children, how do you get that mind share? How do you get that attention and that focus to be able to provide new information? What are your thoughts?
It needs to be very short because with social media, multimedia, gaming, and everything, it goes very fast. So we need to have a very short time slots for them to be taught, and then practice. They have to do it by themselves. Gameplays, videos, clips, everything that is media oriented will have them, because this is the way they are taught now, and they want to be always on electronics. So we have to try and grip their attention through multimedia and social media. Unfortunately, games are still there, but maybe for the younger teen tend to have a very special way of dealing with media. So they have to see videos. Anything that is technical will go very fast with them and teach them.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it sounds like deliver the content in the way in which that they're good at receiving it.
Exactly. So.
Absolutely, it's a way to connect. Unfortunately, as you said, unfortunately, but it's a balance, and that's the great thing. They've got to take on the people's skills and build their confidence in that level. But the way to get the message across is going to be multimedia. It's sort of a hybrid approach, really, at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Super. And I know when I said to HEBA the other day, so what's the plan? And they said, hopefully by January. I said, no, you're going to put a little line on the diary there. We're going to kickstart at least delivering in mid to late January once she's feeling confident and comfortable to do so. But again, with HEBA's background and experience, also incredibly well traveled, multilingual, you're going to have no difficulty in connecting with people, not just in Dubai but outside your remit. Going in the Egyptian market, the French market. I just see a great opportunity ahead for you. And this is another beautiful thing about the students that come through the organization, through the program, is there's this wealth of knowledge, this experience. So anybody out there who is going to be coached by any of the students, they're not just giving you a list of do's and don'ts. They're bringing their A game with their experience, their guidance, and their steering. The rest is just the most phenomenal flesh on the bone.
Yeah, it's that personal commitment, but yet that wealth of experience and the network that everybody has that is really part of the assets of working with everyone here today.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
True.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you, and who would you like to contact you to start working together?
Well, improveme.net, it's the website. It's going to be live within the coming weeks. So it's improveme, improveme.net, N-E-T.
And what about before the website's up? Any way people can get in touch with you?
I have email on Yahoo, Gmail with HEBA SHARMY, HEBA SHARMY.
Fantastic. If you would just drop it in the chat box, that would be great. We can share it with everyone.
Put it in the chat box there, HEBA. Yeah, that would be brilliant.
Thank you. We'll see you back here in a little while.
Super, HEBA. Thank you so much. Now, Dr. JACALYN, I'm going to take us over to the place where the World Cup, as you would say in America, soccer is taking place, as a lot of the rest of the world might look at it as World Cup football, which is a fascinating gentleman who, he's ALMADANI, who is focused on food. He's had restaurants. He's gone down the route of journalism, but his passion is food, delivering and creating amazing recipes with his talent. And he's got this beautiful studio kitchen where he does all his work out of. And Javed really wants to take the material and complement his current background and knowledge in helping people to build their confidence. And not only that, today we were just talking about, ALMADANI coming out with giving people the insight into when you visit a country like Qatar, what to expect. The cultural differences. He shared with us today, he asked me, what's this little thing in he's holding his tiny little beaker, this little glass. He says, this is a typical coffee from Qatar. And he described to all the team how it's made, and not only that, but just the little things of little idiosyncrasies, and you shake the cup or you put it out there, what it means is the tradition behind all of this. So I'm very excited to Ahmed's journey unfold. So let's bring him into the studio.
All right, welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Qatar. I'm a chef, and I develop recipe for the restaurant and hotels. I'm always passionate about food dining etiquette. Our food dining culture is completely different than Western. So I joined Train the Trainer to learn more about food dining and to share this experience to others.
Wonderful. And how's your experience been so far?
At the beginning, I thought I will learn only about food dining etiquette, but I end up with a beautiful 5 days. We learn about business etiquette, social etiquette, personal image, even more than that. I'm really blessed to meet Mr. Phillips, Miss Lenny. It was a really wonderful 5 days. I'm very sad that today is the 5th day, so I don't know how to explain. But really, thank you very much.
Well, what a great way to end the day. I have a question for you. Philip had mentioned at the beginning that you and the other wonderful people here have made a big commitment by taking that 5 days away from your family, away from your business, away from your career. How were you able to do that? And what encouragement can you give to others?
Actually, I took a leave from my work because I'm working right now as a photographer. So 1 whole week just to join this course.
Yeah, 1 whole week to join the course. That's an amazing commitment, Ahmed, to join the course, take a break from work. And not only that, Ahmed's also got his business with the food and the recipes and all that sort of thing going on. So it's a big commitment, right, Ahmed? It's a huge commitment. It really is.
And Ahmed, we don't have any contact information for you, and I know people would love to reach out to you. How can people get in touch?
I'm very active at Instagram. My username is Ahmed88. It's Ahmed AHMED 88.
Thank you. If you could drop that in the chat box, that would be great.
Yes, sure.
Please pop that in the chat box, mate, and then what we can do is we'll bring everyone back into the studio. Your details will be there. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We'll speak with you again shortly.
Wonderful, Ahmed. And last but not least, it's very late in India right now. I think India is 5.5 hours ahead of the UK, or 4.5 hours ahead of the UK. We're going to bring in Ruchi Lahoti. Ruchi has been on the program once before, but Ruchi, again, I mean, an incredible background in hospitality, huge key player in the brand booking.com in India and in Sri Lanka, and now has this vision and focus to really go down the route of working with youngsters, not only youngsters, but working with teenagers and then elevating people into the business world and business excellence and that sort of thing. Again, like a lot of the people who come through the program, a mum of 2, so hugely committed. And one of the reasons why Ruchi, and this is another thing as an organization, we really try and be as flexible as possible when it comes to people's commitments. So Ruchi started a few months ago, then had commitments work-wise, so she said, could I put a pause in this and join you at my convenience? Absolutely, the door is open. So again, what's wonderful for Ruchi is she's benefited from meeting a cohort a few months ago, and now she's got this amazing new cohort that she's connected with directly. And I tell you, the energy that comes through every single one of these journeys we're on is phenomenal. The way that everyone's connected and how they help and support one another. So Ruchi, all the way from India, please join us in the studio.
Hi, Ruchi. Nice to have you back with us.
You're on mute,
You're
Ruchi.
on mute. We're going to get t-shirts.
No.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Philip, for that beautiful introduction. Hello, Dr. JACALYN. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you again. So I just wanted to comment on the flexibility that I just heard. You started the program, then had some things come up. What did it mean to be able to continue on with this journey and have the British School of Excellence just say, yes, we embrace your schedule. We'll work with you.
Yes, that's one thing I must highlight, and it's super commendable. When I reached out to Leanne, extremely to the name, the British School of Excellence, everything was excellent, whether it was a communication, whether it was the follow-up, or whether it was any kind of query that I had. Everything was spot on. And Leon was very, very, spot on with the follow-ups with me, although it was with a big time difference and I was all the way in India. So yes, when I finally got the dates, although I was very keen to do this course in London, that would have given me a chance to see UK as well, but hopefully soon. When the dates came in, I already had certain work commitments, and I did tell Leanne that I want to get onto this journey, but I may not be able to do it for all the 5 days. And as Philippe right now said, they were super flexible. They said, you know what, do as many days as you can, and then come back and join us in the future months that you possibly can. And then last month, Liam reached out to me saying that, listen, we're having this course yet again. These are the dates. Feel free to join in. And I again was tied up somewhere else and I could not. And I told her that I would not do it this month, but the following month, which was again, welcome with open arms. And they said, no issues. And the best part was that in spite of me doing this course 3 months ago for the first 2 days, I was uh, I was able to do the all 5 days. She said, "You're welcome to join from the day one. You don't have to join only from the day three because you've done 2 days already." So that was super flexible, really welcoming, very, very nice of them to, give me that leeway, saying that join as you can and try and have it from all through and through, which gave me a very good recap as well. And I'm glad that I could connect with this wonderful group online. So I now have a bigger community. I have 2 groups that I connected online.
That's fantastic. And I hope that more business owners understand how important it is to listen to your people, to your clients, as to how we can support what each and every one of us is doing. So thank you for that. Thank you, Philip.
No, it's just that, Richie is a ray of sunshine. And I tell you what, all of this group have just been phenomenal with their questions. And this is how we grow. This is how we learn. We looked at this as a sort of a style of disruptive learning. So we can ask questions, get people's input, get people's sort of thoughts and ideas. And we've had some fantastic debates. Yesterday evening, unfortunately, Richie had to rush off for family commitments, but the rest of us, we sort of pinned down and we went into, I don't know, an hour or something, and we were just chatting about all these amazing questions. How do we do this? How can we get this off the ground? What's the inroad on that? And it was just so beautiful to see this incredible intrigue and the seriousness that is taking place on this journey for everybody. And, I know Rishi's got some big ideas. Her background is phenomenal. I'm hoping that possibly we might have an opportunity to work a little bit closer together with Rishi out in India in the future. I really do. And I mean, so professional in her approach, and it's a real joy to just have you on this journey. And the fact that, you were able to sort of be ambidextrous or flexible was just such a pleasure as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you so much. Rishi, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you? I see you have your WhatsApp number. Is there another contact as well?
Yes, the best way I think to get in touch with me is through LinkedIn. They can find me. The name is very simple, Ruchi, as in for a lot of people, Gucci. So my name is Ruchi, and last name is Lahoti. You can find me on LinkedIn. Very few of them with this similar name, so I'm easy to find on LinkedIn.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I knew you were unique. Very few Ruchi Lahotis. And how's that? Gucci. Yeah, absolutely.
Philip, let's bring everyone back into the studio.
Brilliant.
Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Whoops.
There we go. Everyone's back there. Wonderful. Excellent. So we've got, this is always a sad part of Friday. As Ahmed said, I battle on a Saturday morning because I know I haven't got anything to sort of look forward to. And this is something I seriously, all our programs I look forward to. But for me, the trainer is just the creme de la creme. And I get goosebumps when I share that with all of you. It's a joy, it's a privilege, it's an honor to have the ability to work with such phenomenal people.
And I have to second that. I am just honored, Philip, that you are here. We have this fabulous program, and we're here at USA Global TV and Radio to support your work as well. So please let us host you for interviews and help get the word out across the world. I do want to share a few things here. This is, Ahmed, your Instagram account. We now have this up. And please do contact me. He's got 37,400 people following him. That's a huge number.
Wow.
You can connect with him at its.ahmed88. Thank you for that. And also, we have an email address for HEBA. It's HEBASHARMY@gmail.com. So thanks for providing both of those things. All right, I'm just going to go around quickly, spotlight you, put up your banner again, and please share a takeaway for our audience when it comes to etiquette and manners, something that you would like people to remember about you. Start with Rushi.
You unmute, Rushi. There we go. Beautiful.
I would say follow your style, be who you are. Don't try and ape people. And your style, your elegance is going to be your attitude.
Wonderful. Thank you. And again, you can find her on LinkedIn. All right. Going over to Eleonora.
Unmute. There we go.
Here I am. I'd like to tell to everyone that first impressions are never forgotten. So love yourself and follow your style always.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Thank you. Love it. Absolutely. Okay. And let's go over to HEBA.
I would say be humble and never stop learning.
All right. Thank you so much. There we go.
Wonderful.
And over to you.
Javed.
Javed, over to you.
Yes. I would say we have only one life, and if we live it right, one life should be enough. So let us get our social accent skills together.
Beautiful. Thank you. And over to Olinda.
Well, I would like to say etiquette and manners is not just about being a snob, is what people think. It's more about bringing the best of yourself out there to the world. And it's also more about treating them the way they want to be treated. That's it.
That's beautiful also. Thank you. And we just lost Ahmed, unfortunately. Maybe he'll pop back in.
Yeah.
So, Philip, once again, congratulations, and congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you continued success in your journey, and please do come back and see us. I look forward to hearing about how your next chapter of your life is unfolding.
Absolutely. You're all going to please come back on as guests at one point at a time to suit you. Leanne and I will tee that up for you along with Dr. JACALYN. And I know, again, Dr. JACALYN has planted a few seeds and ideas for other shows, other guest appearances. Take the opportunity. Take that opportunity, because it's there for the taking, and every single one of you can add such value to other people's lives. So anyone out there, please make an effort to connect with these incredible alumni of the British School of Excellence, and connect with Dr. JACALYN, and connect with the British School of Excellence, because all of us have the opportunity to give you those incredible tools to make a difference and a change in your life.
Thank you, Philip. And what's the best way for people to get in touch with you? And when's the next opportunity to be part of Train the Trainer?
Yeah, so hello at the British School of Excellence.com. And the next Train the Trainer is taking place into 2023 toward the end of January. And this cohort don't know it yet, but Leanne and I are inviting them back to join us. You have to put this in the diary on February the 3rd. It's a surprise, but February the 3rd is a very special, it's all special, I hope, but the February the 3rd, this cohort are going to be invited back to join the new cohort. So whatever the last Monday of January is, so the 3rd's a Thursday, second, third, I think the 31st of The 31st of January is the first trainer of 2023.
Fantastic. Please do reach out to Philip. Obviously, if you're watching this show, you see how this can be changed, enhanced, grown by being part of the British School of Excellence. Thank you again to each and every one of you for being here. Philip, thank you. Thank you, Leanne. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to meeting you all individually and supporting your work going forward.
Thank you.
You have a
Thank
wonderful
you
week.
for having us.
And I'll see
Thank
all of
you.
you shortly.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.